So, students, you are once again welcome in this online teaching program, and we are discussing Francis Bacon essay of travel, and this is the third part. And in this lecture, we would try to conclude the essay of travel, because these essays are full of practical wisdom, and each lines needs a lot of explanation. I hope that you understand the seriousness of these lectures. Although they are very short, this is the essay consists of only of 1.5 page, but the views, the idea, the subject requires a lot of explanation while discussing these things. Now, just sum up what we have already learned about of travel. As he says that he must have some entrance into the language before he goeth. We must know the knowledge, we must have the knowledge, we must know the language of that country to which place which we are going to visit. Then must have a servant or a tutor or know the country. If we don't know, and then we must hire a tutor or a elderly person or a sincere person, serious persons who can guide us on about the country. Then he must have, as was the like said, carry him with some card or books. This is also a good thing because as you've seen that if you belong to Jaipur or Jodhpur or Udaipur, you'll find many tourists from all over the world. The thing which is remarkable, you can see that every foreigner has a handbook of the city in their hands. In that handbook, everything is explained, everything is described about the place. So they know that they can decide according to the test that which places they desire to see. So it is also a good thing that we should have a book or a cards which explains, which describe these things. And which will good key to his inquiry. Let him keep also a diary. The person also must have a diary, pen and diary, so he could write it down all the relevant or the necessary information. Let him not stay in one city or town more or less the place deserveth. This is also very good advice that one should not stay more than the place deserveth. For example, if you can finish, if you can cover the city in 2 or 3 days, then there's no need to stay more than 2 or 3 days because otherwise you will waste your time. But not long so, when he stayed in one city or town, let him change his lodging from one end to another. This is also very important. If you are staying more than 2 or 3 days in one place, in one city, then it is better that you should change the hotels, the place where you are staying, so that you could meet different kind of people. And it is also suggested that when you go to another place, you must get some recommendation from the previous place, from the owner of the previous place, that if I go to that place, to whom we can meet, to whom we can trust, who are the good persons there. So this is the thing. Let him upon his removal from one place to another procure recommendation to some person of quality residing in the place whereth his removeth. Then he may abridge his travel with much profit. If we adopt these tactics, these method, then our visit would be most fruitful and profitable. As for the acquaintance which is to be sought in travel, that which the most of all preferable is acquaintance with secretaries and employed men of ambassadors. So this is the Bacon recommends that when you go on a foreign visit, then you must try. You must get appointment. You take an appointment with secretaries and ambassadors of different countries, and he says that if you are able to get the time, then at one place you will get the many cultures, the various cultures people to him, so that he could have the experience of many. So traveling in one country, he shall suck the experience of many. Such the experience, he would enjoy the experience of many countries. At one place, if we have the ambassadors of different countries, for example, America, China, Japan, and Pakistan and Bangladesh and others, etc., then what would happen that you would have a very composite, you can say, exposure to different cultures of the world. So that is, I think this advice is only for the elite class. Those have the connections, they can get the time, the appointment from these famous peoples or the persons who are on the higher post. We can also say that one should try to get the time with the famous people. For example, if you go to South Africa, then it is desirable that you should try to get an appointment with Nelson Mandela. As we have seen that many people who visit India, they try to get time with the Gandhi family, because they have that aura of the ancient time that so that's the thing that the great people, the famous people of the time. And the Bacon also says that when you are on a foreign visit, you should avoid the company of choleric and quarrelsome persons, because they would spoil that would spoil the joy of your journey, because these peoples they are quarrelsome, they are choleric, they can involve you on a dispute, on a quarrel, on a small thing, on a silly things, and the whole times would be destroyed in getting out of that broil. So the company of these persons, choleric and quarrelsome persons, should be avoided. And when he travels, returneth home, let him not leave the countries where he had traveled altogether behind him. This is also thing, because when we go on a foreign visit and after that we enjoy and we forget, we forget about them. The Bacon says that it is not a good thing. We should maintain some correspondence with these people. But nowadays there is no scope of correspondence, because these things have become obsolete, out of dated. So we have the phone, mobile phone, the mail, and the WhatsApp, or any other social media, so that we should remain connected. We should have some exchange regularly with those people, so that we should have, we should continue the friendship which we have made, the acquaintance which we have made in a short period, and it will materialize later on. And so he says that, and let him travel appear rather in his discourse than his apparel. Apparel means clothes or gesture. So this is the most important piece of advice, that when we return from a foreign visit, the thing should not reflect in our dress or in our gestures. Okay, rather in a discourse. But we could see that how we have improved our conversation. And let him discourse, let him be rather advice in his answer than forwards to tell the stories. This is also the habit of our fellows, our fellow countrymen, that when we have return from a foreign country, and if some friend or relative come to meet us, to greet us, we try to tell the whole stories again and again. Eh, so the Bacon says that this kind of things make would make bore other peoples. So we should not indulge in this kind of habit. Rather, we should give the short answers to their questions instead of narrating the whole story. And he says that if you have been impressed by any manner or you can say the traditions of a foreign country, then we should choose, we should select only a few things in order that that things should be assimilated in our culture. It's not that we try to change the whole thing because we cannot change our food habits, our living styles, just because of you that you have visited European countries and now you think that all our countrymen are living, are wasting their life, or wasting their talent. So this thing should not be, should not come up. The writer the writer suggests that we should trick one or two habits in order to acclimatize, in order to you can say assimilate in our culture. So I think that all the things, all the points which Bacon has made in this essay are quite you can say that beneficial for us because it gives us the insight that how we should go on a foreign visit and in what manners the visit should become more fruitful. So, in the conclusion, Bacon says all the things. I hope that the advices which are given by Bacon are of practical nature, and not only the rich, even the ordinary people who can follow, they can follow many of the things which are described in the essay. Thank you.